quickly behind it. They're ready. Off and racing. Silent Armada, tardy into stride, even slower Conchetta's Dream. Found herself back there last at the end of 100, where Line of Thought began very quickly. Cable Rock was into stride smartly as well. Up there on the inside, the Lucky Chip going forward also to join the leaders. Hot Like Chili shortly after the start. And right behind those is Kings Park when they settle properly with 1,000 to go from Lunar Ascending. Over a length next of all, Minefield. 3 deep though in the early part when they go to the top of the course. Silent Armada's made up some ground, likewise Conchetta's Dream near the rail, and then the 2 Victorians back there, the ex-Vix including GT, and also with her as well as Stolen, and the tail ender Elegant Ruler as they work along the side. Line of Thought leading the way at the 600 mark. Line of Thought from Cable Rock up there in second spot as they approach the turn, and a length and a half away behind those to Lunar Ascending. The one parked out there deeper on the outside is Hot Like Chili, which is forced to cover additional ground. Right behind those, getting a rails run, the Lucky Chip now as Lunar Ascending wobbles away from the fence. Kings Park, Minefield brought to the outside with their runs. Silent Armada's looking for one behind them. So's Conchetta's Dream, who got badly hampered at the 150. Hot Like Chili joined by Minefield. Elegant Ruler coming right down the outside with a big run late as well. It's Minefield from Elegant Ruler. Kings Park, Minefield 1.5 a length. Elegant Ruler second. Kings Park third from Hot Like Chili, which was brave. Silent Armada just behind those in company as well with GT and Stolen, and right behind them Lunar Ascending. Line of Thought. Conchetta's Dream got absolutely stopped in her tracks at about the 200 metre mark when going for a narrow run. Just up ahead of those is the Lucky Chip. Cable Rock finishing back in that cluster of horses and amongst the last of them to greet the judge. Minefield's the winner. Number 3, Minefield for Ryan Hill. Brad Parham, the deep field 3-year-old, beats Elegant Ruler, charging down the outside. Kings Park third, and a tenacious Hot Like Chili 3 deep all the way, and had to do it into the breeze as well, and finishes up in 4th place. Favourite Conchetta's Dream was certainly unlucky. Willie Pike there going for a run. He saw an opening between Line of Thought, Cable Rock, and thought, I'll go there. But then Lunar Ascending rolled out underneath him and bang. Copped a good old hip and shoulder and got knocked off balance. Pushed into another part of the track he didn't want to be in. And so it was one of those runs absolutely littered with excuses. None so for Minefield, though. The deep field, Beautiful Mind, 3-year-old, beautifully bred for Tony Patrizzi, and prepared by Boy Hill. 2 wins from 3 runs this campaign. Lightly raced 3-year-old gelding. Brad Parham in the saddle and started 6-1 SP, and proving a little too good for Elegant Ruler by Universal Ruler from Elegant Blast. Donna Reardon, Joe as a party. 5.50 Kings Park by Longley from Impressing Matters. Stephen Parham, Trevor Andrews, $18. 3.52 and 14 Hot Like Chili. 3/4 a long neck with the margins in 1:28.13, 35.93. The last 600 there. Favourite backers, no doubt, kicking empty Coke cans on the way home after backing Conchetta's Dream there and watching it like a train wreck. Race 7 at 4.46, Lawn Pride Australia Handicap, 4 Changing Guard, 16 Bear Cove Rock, 17 He's Archie, 18 Secret Identity or All Out, Tash Faithful on 15, Must Be Nice here in the last event of the day. As we go back downstairs and catch up with Lockie following this victory of a very well-bred 3-year-old in Minefield.
Thanks, Darren. Very nice win there from Minefield. He's always shown plenty of ability, and he makes it his 2nd win from 3 starts this time in as Ryan Hill joins me now. Ryan, aided by a wonderful ride from Brad Parham, he was able to win really nicely here.
Yeah, no, Brad said he rode the favourite in the last and drew the inside and just never got sort of mobile, so he's pretty keen. He said he'd be 3 deep with cover and rode him accordingly. Found the line well over 1,400 metres here. Is he the type of horse that you continue to stretch out in trip throughout his campaign? I'll speak to Tony and Elizabeth, but I reckon we'll probably tip him out now. He's a really nice horse, got a lot of time for him. His first up win, he never got clear till late. The other day he sort of held up, and even today you see him hit the front, he wobbles around, he's very much like the jockey, a slow, maturing type.
With the benefit of a break, how good are you hoping he can be?
No, I think he's pretty good, but I don't, you know me, I don't sort of wrap him up much, but I really like this horse. And it's nice to have a good horse for Tony. So he's a patient man. He said to me the other day, I rang him after the race and I said he just needs to wait for the penny to drop. And he said, Ryan, he said, you're the trainer, make the penny drop. So I've done it there, Tony.
Let's talk the World Cup. England, they face Congo tonight at 12 a.m. Firstly, will you be watching? And what do you make of their chances as they progress towards the round of 32?
We will be watching, but France were super impressive this morning. They look the goods. But, you know, what us English are like, we'll probably lose on a penalty shootout or something, but surely we get through tonight. Christ, yeah.
Here's hoping anyway. Well done here.
Thank you.
There's Ryan Hill, and here's Brad Farnham catching up with Riley.
Thanks a lot. Catching up with Brad Farnham here after the win aboard Minefield. Brad, I know Ryan's always had a good opinion of this horse, and he's delivering on that promise early in his career.
Yeah, I've only had the 3 rides on him now, and he probably should have nearly won all 3, really. He won the first time. Last start, he was pretty unlucky, so today, that was my aim, was just to keep him out of trouble and get to the better part of the track now. I was quietly confident that he could do the job, and yeah, look, he was pretty strong getting to the line.
Tell us about the run that he had before you were able to get into the straight, because I couldn't really tell from where I was watching the race if you were able to get in. It did look to be a little bit of a messy run race early, but he didn't show any side effects of that the way that he finished off.
Yeah, no, I got into a nice rhythm, and I ended up 3 deep with cover following Steve, and I just popped him out a little bit early as well, because last start he took a little while under the weight there to build up his steam, and yeah, he worked into it super today, and yeah, like I say, he finished off nice. So it was nice to get on the right part of the track. I drew some good barriers today, which I thought was good, but they've worked against me. So yeah, it was just nice to sort of be out there and have the horse that was good enough to do it.
Has he given you the impression that he's just continued to get better with each start, this preparation as well, given you touched upon the fact that you have been aboard him for all 3? Yeah,
I think so. He's definitely putting it all together, and Ryan said before the race he wasn't sure if this might be his last run this prep, but you know, I'm sure he'll see how he pulls up and he'll make a decision from there. But yeah, look, the horse is sort of definitely taking the next step, and he probably is a type of horse that can continue to keep taking those next steps.
First time back on board our mate Archie since his last win with you on board there at the back end of last preparation. Are you confident you can round out the day with a winner?
Well, I hope so. I think the horse is probably going well enough. Just depends what sort of run I can get. If I can get a similar sort of run to what I got on this horse, I'd say he'd be right in it. But yeah, you know, we're getting to the last race. I think everyone's cottoned on. Everyone's going to try and be out there. So we'll just see what we can do. But yeah, he's going well, the horse.
Drawn a gate to do so. Best of luck in the last. Well done here.
Thank you.
There's Brad Farnham. He combines with his best mate in Ryan Hill. Ryan and I were just discussing the World Cup odds. France at 288, a little under the odds in his opinion, but we'll all be cheering home England at $9 for Hilly tonight. But it's Minefield who takes out the Morley Growers Market Handicap Race 6 here at Belmont Park.